guys, here is another Giggle and Learn session with Bimbo. So before I go to what we have for today, I want to quickly do a recap of our last episode. We started this episode with learning the vertical line that comes in right from the top down, and that works for the number 1, number 4, and several other letters or numbers that the child might want to form or write. And then we move on to the learning of a horizontal line. You can also use that pattern to form the number 4. You can also use it to form letter E and several other numbers or letters. And our last episode was basically talking about diagonal line. We call it slanty too. It's slanty, and you can also use that to form the number 7. You can also use it to form the letter V, with even W. We will see why we need to know our patterns and learn our patterns before the formation of numbers and letters. So today, we'll see forming patterns. This to us looks like a letter, yes, just like the vertical line also looks like a number. They are all interwoven. So today we'll be using this stencil for the formation of the curves. Our curves can be to the left, it can also be to the right, like this. It can also be from the top. It can equally be from the bottom. So we have curves from the right, from the left, from the top, and from the bottom. Whichever way, it will always be a curve. So just like we're used to our materials right now, this is our cutout stencil, and we'll be making the formation. But before then, we need sandpaper. You know why? So that we can have that connection. The sandpaper is obviously a rough pattern. So we take our formation, so start on the dot, curve, start on the dot, curve. Now if I need to do the top, we're still going to start on the dot, curve. Nevertheless, if you are forming the letter O, forming 0 as a number, your formation is anti-clockwise. So you can actually teach the child to form from this other side. Or if it is any other letter, maybe you are forming the letter B and all of that, you need to go from the left to the right. So I'm also forming from my right now. Curve. You are starting from the top. Curve. Curve. And then you are starting from the bottom. Is either way from here or from here. Depends on the letter you are forming. So we can do the formation on all sides of a stencil. So from there we have the cutout stencil, and then we're using the paint right now, and then the child is starting. Don't forget I said, as a right-handed person, your blue or your paper must always be slanty and tilted to your left. Curve. Let the child get it to the bottom and keep saying it. Curve. Encourage the child to say as a right. Curve. 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 Don't forget, I enjoy the blindfold session. Curve. Curve. This is encouraging the child to internalize what he or she is doing without distraction. Curve. And that's the form a curved pattern. Just like I always like to do, I like to take this off, dip inside the sand tray for further exercise. The more the child runs their finger over the stencil, the better it is in terms of remembering the formation of that pattern. So I'm bringing out my sand tray, placing the cutout stencil in it, and then tilting the sand tray itself and making the formation. Curve, 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 curve. Sometimes I allow the child to use the pencil or the marker to write inside, just to make sure that the child understands that the formation is not because you are using the pencil. Anything you do is something that you already have in your brain, and it is just your finger or the stick or the crayon or whatever material that you are using is forming. The formation is not done by the pencil, it's what is already engraved in the brain. So when you take away the stencil, the child equally can run the finger. Of course, there might be some mistakes, but the more the child does it, the better the child becomes. And then you are curving. Curve, curve, curve. Just like I said, the curve can also be displayed. Curve, curve, curve. Then it can also be from the top. Curve, curve. Then it can be from the bottom. Curve, 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 as we see. So we have our curves from all four angles. Now let's go to the stencils that we have. This is also to help the child have several exercise. Curve, the child just run through. Curve, curve. This is laminated, it's easy to wipe off. Curve, curve, curve. Of course, the child knows that he has to just run the marker or the finger through this pattern that is on the board. So now we have the different patterns. This is just the bottom. This is the top. This is all round. And this pattern here, you see, is majorly all about curves. So if a child learns that curve, as simple as it looks, it's going to help the child form several patterns, like draw a circle, curve. Now, like draw an arc, curve. Still draw an arc to the bottom, curve. And then make spirals. Spiral pattern, curve, curve. There are two numerous letters and numbers that we need the curve to make. One of them is number 2, another one is number 3, even the letter C, even the letter A, I mean the sound A. It's so many. So this pattern will help the child in the formation of every other letters or numbers he or she will come across in the course of learning. Thank you. I hope you had a nice class today and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.